Hey Hoopers, Liv here again today, and I am going to be teaching you a third beginner hoop lesson, and that is going to be in IsoPops. Okay, as you can see, I will be teaching you two kinds of IsoPops today, being a horizontal IsoPop as well as a vertical IsoPop, going downward with a barrel roll finish. IsoPops are a super fun way that I like to transition in between my tricks. If you're not super familiar with transitions yet, they're basically those small little tricks that you can do to give your brain a second to think about what combo you want to do next. And they're also really good for putting you in a position to go into another trick. Okay? So, starting off, discussing what type of hoop you could be using. Me personally, this is a 30-inch 5/8 UV green polypro that I got from the Spinsters. I would say any size hula hoop you have would work for this, but bigger is ideally better, okay? So if you have one of those like 34-inch dance hoops, that's totally fine. It's going to work for this trick. So getting right into the lesson, we are going to first discuss how to do this super cool horizontal IsoPop, okay? Now this video is mirrored, so if you're right-handed, you can do this trick exactly how you see me on your computer or your phone screen, okay? So we're going to start with the hoop right in front of us, and then taking your right hand if you're a righty, planting it on the left side of your hula hoop at about 9 o'clock, okay? So looking at your hula hoop like it's a clock, this would be 12, this would be 3, this would be 6, and right over here would be about 9 o'clock. Now, there's a couple of different parts to a horizontal IsoPop, okay? And the first part is going to be extending your arm, okay? So what you want to do is start in the position of having your arm on 9 o'clock and it's bent, okay? Your elbow is bent. In your body, you want to have pretty much turned sideways. From here, you want to take your arm and boop, extend it out. Okay, so you were here, and then you're here. You want to make sure that as you're extending out your arm, you are also taking your wrist and flattening it. So now you are gripping almost at 3 o'clock on the hula hoop, okay? Make sure your thumb is gripped pointing down. Okay, so it's a pop and flex your wrist down. From here, you want the hula hoop to do one rotation forward, so that would be counterclockwise, over your hand and then catch it again like this. Okay, so we have, starting at 9 o'clock, pop, flex your wrist, let go, and catch. Okay, I'm catching at the bottom in a hitchhiker grip. So let's do that a couple of times together. Starting here, 3, 2, 1, extend, flex, let go, grab. Again, 3, 2, 1, extend, flex your wrist, let go, grab. Last time, extend, flex your wrist, let go, grab. You want to have a pretty seamless transition in between extending your arm and flexing your wrist. Like you want to do them almost at the same time, like this. Okay? Once you're comfortable with this little extend, flex, let go, grab, we're going to be talking about the second part in order to get it look like you are popping the hoop in a super cool illusion-like manner. After you've let go of the hoop, you are going to drag the hoop back to you, okay? So before we learned it as you are going to let go and then catch it and your arm is still straight, but in order to get the full effect of the IsoPop, as soon as you let go of the hoop, you want to snap that elbow back as the hula hoop is rolling over the top of your hand, and then catch it in the very same position that we started out with. Okay, so take it slow. Extend, flex, let go, pull flex, let go, pull back, catch. Extend, flex, let go, pull back, catch. And as you start to get more familiar with this in your muscle memory, you'll be able to do it faster. And that is how you do a horizontal IsoPop. The second variation of IsoPops that I'm going to be teaching today is this super cool downward IsoPop that incorporates a barrel roll. If you don't know how to do barrel rolls yet, that's totally okay. I'm about to teach you how to do one right now. This variation of the trick, you are going to start off with the hula hoop in your dominant hand. Like I said, I'm a righty, so it's starting off in my right hand for me. Make sure your thumb is pointing up in this grip and your fingers are curled towards your camera or your phone. From here, we are going to take the hoop and hinge it behind our back. Nothing's changed with our grip. The only thing we've done is loosened it up just a little bit so that hoop can seamlessly slide to our backs. From here, you want to take your thumb and flip it down like this. I want you to notice that I actually had to raise my elbow back and up in order to get that full flip effect. The hoop should be in front of your body now, framing your face, shoulders, and chest. Okay, so you hinged, flipped. From here, you are going to isolate down to 6 o'clock. Okay, so all you're doing is doing a thumb-led isolation all the way down to 6 o'clock on your hula hoop. You want to make sure you are keeping your hula hoop in the same spot so that it doesn't ruin the illusion for your viewer, okay? You don't want any like crazy isolations, right? We want a nice, smooth isolation down to our belly button. From here, we are going to do the IsoPop. We are going to accomplish this by letting go of the hoop and letting it spin one time clockwise over the back of our hand, like this. Okay? Make sure your hula hoop is spinning clockwise once over your hand. That's the motion for the IsoPop. Whereas before, we popped it out and then brought our arm back to us, we're going to be doing the same exact technique this time, except for when we pop our arm, we are popping it down below our waist and then up again. Okay? So I'm letting it spin one time clockwise, and as it's doing that, I'm going to push my hand down below my waist and then bring it back up and catch it in 6 o'clock position again. So all together, this is what we have so far. Holding the hoop out to our right, hinge back, flip our thumb down, isolate to 6, and we're going to rotate it back, drop our hand, and then catch. Okay? Let's go ahead and practice this dropping our hand and catching motion 2 times together. 3, 2, 1, rotate back, drop, catch. 3, 2, 1, rotate back, drop, catch. Once you feel familiar with that, you are all ready to move on to the next part of this combo. From here, we are going to enter a barrel roll. We are going to be doing our barrel roll in the same direction that our hoop was spinning. So the hoop wanted to spin down counterclockwise. We are going to continue the counterclockwise motion with our barrel roll. Okay, so that means we are going to be turning over our left shoulder. So we ended our IsoPop like this. From here, we are going to take our left hand and we are also going to place it down on our hula hoop. Both thumbs should be pointed inward. From here, we are going to turn to our left as we raise the hula hoop up to 9 o'clock. Now we are going to turn towards the back as we raise our arms up to 12. From here, we are going to turn towards our left again as we bring our hoop to 3 o'clock. And then turn one last time back to the front so our hands are at 6 o'clock. A really good way to make sure you have a super seamless and smooth barrel roll is to try to keep this bottom part of the hula hoop in contact with your body and your A good way to make sure you have a super seamless barrel roll is to keep the bottom of your hoop in contact with your lower back and your belly the entire time. I want you to imagine as if the hula hoop and the lower half of your body are a magnet. And what do magnets like to do? Stick together, right? So I want you to stick that hula hoop down to the bottom of your belly, and as you rotate, you're going to feel it hit your side of your waist, and then when you rotate to the back, it's going to stay in contact with your lower back, and then when you rotate to the left again, you should feel it on your waist, and then back to the front, feel it on your belly. So let's go ahead and do that entire combo sequence 2 times together. 3, 2, 1. Hinge back, flip our thumbs down. Isolate, drop, and catch. Hands on the bottom, barrel roll. Last time a little faster. Hinge back, flip our thumbs down. Drop and catch, barrel roll. And that is how you do a vertical downward barrel roll. Thank you guys so much for learning with me today. I really hope you enjoyed my lesson on IsoPops, and I hope I was able to give you a couple new ways to transition in and out of your combos. If you want to continue to hear more from me, I suggest you follow my Instagram and like my Facebook page, both of which I will be linking down in my description below. I hope you're able to tune in and join me for my next lesson, which is going to be on chest rolls and back rolls, which will be lesson number 4. All right, thank you guys. Bye-bye now.